Commander, the troopers have geared up in the stolen clone trooper armor, and a group has been jettisoned down to the planet's surface in order to join their garrison without their knowing. Good, Commander. Make sure they are settled in and that the clones do not suspect anything. Once that is assured, send the rest of the Commando Droids down to the planet's surface. Upon arrival, take off your helmet so that you do not kill any of our friendly droids. The General wants this base taken as quickly as possible. Roger, roger.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Daily Tactics here, and today we are back with the final episode of the Commando Droid Trilogy that we've been working on. So last time around, the Commando Droids infiltrated a clone attack cruiser and took over the entire ship. Now this time around, those same Commando Droids have equipped themselves with the clone trooper armor that was available to them on the ship, took a ton of their LAATs, and have infiltrated the planet of Renvar here. Now they had some droids go in earlier before these large-scale droid forces actually landed with their LAATs, so those guys took up positions with the garrison in various places while in disguise, and now the LAATs are coming back and dropping off larger forces to start this invasion. And as soon as they landed, every commando droid took off their helmet to reveal that they are in fact commando droids, just to make it easier on themselves when they're trying to kill the actual clone troopers who are spread out throughout the map. Now both sides actually have an equal amount of troopers. The commando droids are a bit more like consolidated in various spots because they just were dropped off in LAATs, though they do have some sporadically placed troopers throughout the base. The clones, on the other hand, are very, very spaced out, you know, chatting in groups. It's a relaxed day here on this Republic military base. So they're very, very spread out, except for there's one squad over here who's like taking orders or something from this boy here. So yeah, it should be a really interesting video. I'm very excited to see what happens and who comes out the victor in this massive skirmish that's about to go on with disguised commando droids versus regular clone troopers. So without further ado guys, I'll be right back and we'll get this thing going. Hey guys, so you're probably watching my channel right now because you love Star Wars, and you guys know that I love Star Wars because I'm a huge nerd, and we've grown into this awesome little Star Wars community, and I'm super grateful for that. It's basically a dream job. And one thing I've always wanted to do on YouTube is make shorter videos that I don't have to force into 10 minutes long. And I was super excited when I found the Amino apps, which is basically an application where you make shorter videos about, 150 seconds or so, and you post them to communities. They have communities like Marvel, Star Wars, Pokemon, anything you could think of. So naturally, I saw the Star Wars community and was like, that's pretty good.
Hey, that's pretty good.
So Amino actually reached out to me, and I decided to join in on the fun and actually post my own story. So I have my own Amino page here, Daily Tactics. I'd love it if you would go in the link in the description below or the pinned YouTube comment that I'm going to put there and search for Amino apps to download the app. Find my stories by searching for Daily Tactics right here. Make sure to follow me and click that bell button just like on YouTube, and I'll be posting some more stories on there. Right now I have one called My Top 5 Personal Favorite Star Wars Moments. So if you guys want to hear more in-depth opinions about Star Wars in a shorter video format, be sure to check out Amino apps. Thank you so much to Amino for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking it out. Alright, on to the video. Alrighty then guys, I appreciate you guys listening to that little ad read there. Having a sponsor for the videos really helps out the channel a ton, so I appreciate your patience. Alright, now let's get into this action. We're gonna go in slow mode because I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot of firing from everywhere in this ambush. So we're in slow mode, let us begin. Pressing start right now, and the commando droids spring their trap on the unassuming clone troopers. Luckily, it seems like the clone troopers have, of course, extremely fast reaction times and are whipping out their weapons, not leaving them in a state of shock or anything like that. They were ready for this, and they are clapping back against these commando droids real quick, though the commando droids did get that little jump on them, which resulted in a ton of clones going down very, very early in this battle. Wow, there are a lot of grenades being thrown every which way. Maybe the clones were like panicking and they're just like, oh geez, just throw all of the grenades. That's the best strategy here right now, is just yeet them all at the enemy. Alright, let's check up here. Looks like a few Commando Droids up here did end up going down, but their force is still fairly strong. Commando Droids firing at just the last few clone survivors over here, but I imagine these 3 troopers won't pose too much of a threat to the 20-odd Commando Droids over there. These troops over here all bit the dust. There's 1 or 2 up here, it looks like. Clones up here are actually pretty strong in force. Over here, also lots of clone troopers left alive, and a good amount sort of still resisting this pocket of Commando Droids who are just now disembarking from their LAATs over in this arena here. Oh, right, and then these guys over here, let's check them out. Actually, Commando Droids over here haven't made it too far either. It seems like right now the rooftop Commando Droids are really the only ones who are amounting to much in this battle at the moment. But perhaps these guys down here will make a comeback because they've taken a few losses and they're just sort of stuck in this ruddy area over here. Meanwhile, the clones around them have taken some losses, but they seem to be doing okay. Yeah, they're not doing terrible. There's still a Commando Droid up here firing down at the clones. They're going to want to kill all of the backline Commando Droids as soon as they possibly can, because I have a feeling those dudes really do pose a serious threat against the clone troopers. But for now, it seems like a fairly even fight. If we go to the mini-map, blue are the Commando Droids left alive, red are the left alive clone troopers in the top left there, and I'm actually seeing pretty even numbers. The Commando Droids are still very consolidated compared to the clone troopers who are super spread out, but I'd say numbers-wise they're about even. So let's go into normal speed here. Alright, Commando Droids pushing forward over here actually for the first time. They were sort of all just lingering back here, but now they're actually moving on forward and taking on these clone troopers by force. Clones responding with fire of their own, but they're getting gunned down. Those of them who are sort of caught in the middle here without much cover, that's a shame. There are a lot of clone troopers left alive in this courtyard. Looks like they won the Commando Droid fight in here pretty easily. So this will be a good choke point if they stay in this position to fight back against those Commando Droids. Clones from the rooftops firing down at the oncoming Commando Droids from over there. Not bad. They've got the high ground over here. But sadly, the Commando Droids do have the utmost high ground of the map being up here, and already Commando Droids firing down at the defending clone troopers over here. So lots of clones being caught in pincer movements, not only from troopers that are just flanking them, but they're flanking them from a rooftop, which is never a good thing. That is the high ground plus a flank. It's the ultimate strat. Obi-Wan would be so unbelievably proud. Oh, clone troopers over here ended up getting caught out in the open, and it was basically an execution from what it looks like, as these Commando Droids were able to come up to this high ground with cover and just shoot them all down in force. That is really rough, and the last 2 over there get snuck up on by these Commando Droids in disguise there. That is a real shame. That's a big oof right there. Big ol' oof from me, dog. Sorry, these clones are still alive. It's gonna get down to the clones that are living are going to be in the best possible situations to hold out, because they're the ones who were able to hold out from this surprise attack because they were in such good positions. So later on in the battle, I think we're going to see the clones doing a lot better in terms of this combat. These Commando Droids over here have come very far forward and are pretty spread out now, but they've taken a ton of losses. They're down to maybe half of their force over here. Going up against a still pretty strong clone trooper position over here. These guys are nice and undercover and getting a good amount of fire output at these Commando Droids. Nice job for them. Good on you, boys. Now, this Commando Droid up here is still alive. Alright, these Commando Droids over here finally attacking this courtyard area. Looks like the clones are getting grenaded, and that's resulting in them, well, dying. That's no good. Oh, these clones don't notice. What is happening? What? Excuse me, sir? Oh, they killed his friend. And they killed him. Okay. Derpy AI for you right there. That's alright. The clones still hold this household, and this guy's getting a few licks into these Commando Droids. They also did manage to get a good number of kills, it seems, from those Commando Droids. Are there still clones left alive over here? Yeah, there are. but they're right now dealing with these rooftop commando droids. If you think about it, the clones are actually probably pretty well versed in this type of trickery, given the fact that these commando droids have pulled this same little prank-a-rooney on Captain Rex and Commander Cody on the Rishi Moon outpost. So perhaps this was, you know, put in the latest edition of the Clone Trooper field manual. You know, be careful of disguised commando droids. It's a very real possibility, and it will result in your Rishi Moon outpost blowing up. So just a little heads up there. All right, the clones are really in some pain right now. Red on the minimap are the clone troopers. Blue are the commando droids in the top left here. Clones are down to a fraction of their force. They're fighting for their lives here, and it is not going super well. I think the big reason for the demise of the clone troopers holding this base is the fact that the commando droids were so clustered together in their attack, you know? They were clumped together in large-scale forces going up against the same number of clone troopers as they had, except the clone troopers who were defending were super spaced out over vast distances. So the clustered together commando droids were able to just get super amounts of firepower out on small little units of clone troopers here and there, and it resulted in those smaller units crumbling rather quickly without being able to really get that many kills because the commando droids were so consolidated. It was like a brick wall going up against like a piece of jello. But the same mass of both, I guess. I don't know. Oh, these clone troopers over here are getting attacked from the rooftop up here, as well as from the ground. That's probably the other big problem in this battle, is the fact that the commando droids managed to take the top area up here. Because this entire second half of the battle, they've been able to come up against these staircases and walls and fire down on the last remaining clone troopers. So these clones have to deal with not one but two sides of the battle, and it's resulting in a lot of clones going down too. I really think the clones did their best, but I mean, it's tough when it's a surprise attack of this caliber, you know? There's not that much you can do at the end of the day, except for hope that you survive. I don't know, I do think this is actually like a really fun video concept though. You know, sort of that infiltration aspect of the Clone Wars. Let me know if you guys would want to see more of this, actually, because I could definitely do more commando droids in the future disguised as clone troopers, because I think it's a pretty neat thing. One last clone trooper remaining in this defensive sector, and he goes down. Sadly, is that it for this battle? No, not quite. There are two clone troopers remaining. One guy over here, who has a kill, actually, and this guy over here, who is actually behind the commando droid starting position. That's wild. Oh, look at this. Watch out, dude. Watch out. What? Oh, maybe the commando droid thought he was a friend. Either way, the guy took his shot and failed miserably, resulting in the rest of the commando droids over here just sort of being like, oh, there's a dude over there. And then our duder over here is actually clapping back against some commando droids over here. I guess the commando droid over that way doesn't have an angle on him or something? But these commando droids are going up against him. Maybe we can do the great escape. Get in that LAAT, soldier. You got this. Yee to the ha. Get up there. Skirt, skirt, skirt. Alright. Can we go pick up your friend here? Your friend's in like a last stand mode over this way. You're gonna have to do a landing here, bud. Landing! Oh! What? He just went through the ground. Oh, and he died. Oh, okay. So this guy's just gonna have to skirt on out of here on his own. It's okay, friend. You tell them that the outpost has fallen. Warn the Republic. Warn them. Alright, let's check out the losses for this battle. So, yellow are dead commando droids, red are dead clone troopers, and oh man, commando droids really did a number on the clones. They really did. Yeah, I mean, you could just tell by the fact that there's so many Commando Droids left alive. I think the fact that they hunted in packs really helped out the Commando Droids a ton. A lot of factors were playing against the clones in this battle, so it's a shame to see them go down like this, but, you know, they fought brilliantly. They gave it their best shot, and it just wasn't enough to hold out against this kind of trickery and slime from Commando Droids. Look at them, so smug, so full of themselves in their clone armor. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, and subscribe if you did indeed enjoy. And also be sure to check out Amino Apps, my sponsor for this video. Thank you to them for sponsoring it. It really helps me out when you guys go down and click that affiliation link. It'll help me get more sponsors in the future and help me with this sponsorship. Yeah, so I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.